If you built a career in technology, consulting, or enterprise advisory, you're watching the industry go through a massive, ruthless shift right now. For years, the playbook for tech consultants was straightforward: learn a complex enterprise stack, charge high hourly rates for manual implementation, and run routine system rollouts. That specific business model is being dismantled right now. Clients and enterprise firms are no longer willing to pay top dollar for basic configuration, standard code generation, and routine system audits. AI and automation are taking over the execution layer at lightning speed. If your value proposition is solely built on technical delivery, you're not just facing stiffer competition. You're on a direct path to being commoditized and replaced. In this video, I'm going to share the 5 tactical shifts that you need to make right now to transition from easily replaced technical executor into an indispensable, high-value strategic advisor. When I tell professionals that tech consulting is still the smartest move you can make, I mean high-level strategic advisory, not low-level task execution. The market isn't shrinking, it's splitting. The order takers who just configure off-the-shelf software, they're getting squeezed out. But the strategists who solve real operational friction, their value has never been higher. Here's the core reality that most tech professionals are completely missing. Clients aren't buying software stack knowledge anymore. They buy clarity, execution frameworks, and risk mitigation. When an enterprise or a middle market business hires an advisor today, they're not looking for someone who can explain how a machine learning model functions or write raw integration scripts. They're drowning in operational complexity. They have dozens of disconnected SaaS tools, bloated legacy processes that are holding them back, and internal teams that are completely misaligned on execution. If you show up selling technical features and software configuration, you're competing directly against automated platforms and generative tools that cost about $20 a month. You get stuck in what I call the implementation trap. This is where a client gives you a list of technical requirements. You execute them perfectly, on time and on budget. Yet the client is still underwhelmed because the underlying business bottleneck isn't solved. You spent dozens of hours configuring a tool, but their operational speed, it didn't even increase by a percentage point. When this happens, you get stuck in the order taker pitfall. You spend most of your time working on tasks assigned by managers who don't understand their own root problems. You become an expensive, expendable pair of hands rather than an indispensable strategic partner. But when you show up as a strategic advisor, someone who could solve bottlenecks before writing a line of code, they strip away operational friction or translate leadership intent into operational speed, you immediately move up to the top of the value chain. Instead of becoming a line item cost that they might want to minimize, you become a growth driver that they can't afford to lose. To future-proof your positioning and command top-tier authority today, you need to execute these 5 tactical shifts. Number 1, shift from order taking to root cause diagnosis. Stop accepting a client's ask at face value. When an executive comes to you and says, "We need this automated workflow built," or "We need to deploy this software," low-level consultants, they open up their laptops immediately and start configuring. But strategic advisors, they stop and ask, what specific operational failure are we trying to fix here? You see, 80% of the time, the client's self-diagnosed problem, it's the symptom of a deeper workflow gap. If you execute a bad brief perfectly, you're still useless to the client. Your moat, it's not technical compliance. It's your ability to interrogate a problem until the true bottleneck is exposed. Number 2, master the context layer. Generic AI tools can generate standard code and templated workflows, but they have zero understanding of a company's internal politics, historical technical debt, and human friction points. Your highest leverage lies in mastering that context layer. bridging that exact gap between high-level executive vision and real-world team execution. You are the translation engine between strategy and systems. Number 3, sell systemic velocity, not hourly effort. Eliminate positioning based solely on time logged or manual labor. High-value clients, they don't care how many hours you work. They care how fast you eliminate organizational drag. Align your entire offering around removing execution bottlenecks, accelerating decision-making, and driving measurable operational speed. Number 4, position yourself as a value integrator, not an AI hype man. Stop pitching shiny AI wrappers and overly complex multi-tool software stacks that clutter operations. Show businesses how to clean up their internal workflows, structure their documentation, and eliminate shelfware so that technology actually shows a measurable ROI within 30 days. Number 5, own the architectural blueprint, not the bricklaying. Stop letting clients relegate you to manual labor once the strategy is set. The highest margin, highest value advisors don't build every single component with their own hands. They design the architecture, set the standards, and govern the system. Let automated tools, junior developers, and internal client teams handle the tactical bricklaying while you retain control of the blueprint. Owning the architecture makes you an irreplaceable partner in their long-term execution, rather than an easily swapped contractor doing commodity labor. The technology market isn't dying. It's raising the bar. Elevate your positioning from a technical executor to a strategic operator. Solve real business problems, and you'll never have to worry about being left behind. I want to hear your thoughts on this one. What is the biggest operational shift you're making this year to stay ahead of AI disruption in your field? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's clear out the noise together. And if you're interested in unvarnished, high-density, strategic breakdowns on how to build systems and careers that stand the test of time, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.